It is 6:30 in the morning. The sun filters through your bedroom curtains. But instead of feeling refreshed, you wake up with tension across your shoulders and racing thoughts about everything you need to do today. You reach for your phone hoping for a distraction, but deep down, you know what you really want is not distraction. It is peace. Here is something that might surprise you. Researchers at Massachusetts General Hospital found that just 8 weeks of simple daily meditation practice can actually change the physical structure of your brain. The areas linked to stress and worry become smaller, while the regions responsible for learning memory and emotional regulation grow stronger. And this is not just for young yoga instructors or Buddhist monks. It works especially well for adults over 60. That is why today we are exploring a gentle, practical approach to meditation designed specifically for older adults. You will discover how it works in your body, what mistakes to avoid, and how to build this calming practice into your daily routine, even if you have tried meditation before and thought it was not for you. Welcome to Senior Health Facts, your trusted source for evidence-based health wisdom that actually works. If finding more calm clarity and joy in your golden years matters to you, go ahead and subscribe now. You are in exactly the right place. As we move through our 60s, 70s, and beyond, our bodies and minds face challenges we did not experience in our younger years. Joints feel stiffer in the morning. We might need a moment longer to remember a name. Sometimes our minds feel busier and more restless than they used to, cycling through worries about health, family, finances, or simply what tomorrow might bring. This is not just normal aging. Much of what we experience comes from decades of accumulated stress. According to the National Institute on Aging, chronic stress in older adults can accelerate memory decline, elevate blood pressure, and suppress immune system function. The stress hormone cortisol, when it remains elevated for extended periods, literally wears down our bodies like a car engine running without regular maintenance. Think of your nervous system like the thermostat in your home. When it gets stuck in the high heat position, everything works harder than it needs to. Your heart pumps faster. Your muscles stay tense, and your mind keeps spinning even when you want to rest. Meditation is one of the most effective tools we have to reset that internal thermostat. Regular practice helps calm the amygdala, your brain's alarm system, while strengthening the prefrontal cortex, the area responsible for decision-making focus and emotional balance. It is like teaching your nervous system to shift from emergency mode into rest and repair mode, where true healing can happen. The beautiful thing about meditation is that it addresses both the mental and physical aspects of aging simultaneously, giving you a practical way to feel more peaceful and centered every single day. When beginning a meditation practice, there are common pitfalls that can make the experience frustrating rather than peaceful. Here are 7 mistakes that many older adults make, and how you can sidestep them completely. Many people think meditation means having zero thoughts, so they fight against every thought that arises. This creates more mental tension, not less. Your mind naturally produces thoughts. That is what it is designed to do. Fighting them is like trying to stop waves at the beach. You do not need to sit cross-legged on the floor like you see in movies. Forcing your body into positions that cause hip, knee, or back pain will only distract you from the practice. Discomfort becomes the focus instead of relaxation. Jumping straight into 30 or 45-minute sessions often leads to frustration and abandonment of the practice altogether. Your attention span for meditation builds gradually, just like physical fitness. When your body is working hard to digest a big lunch or dinner, It is difficult to maintain the alert but relaxed state that meditation requires. You are more likely to feel drowsy or distracted. Trying to meditate in your living room while the television is on, or in a spot where people frequently walk by, makes it nearly impossible to develop the inner focus that makes meditation so beneficial. Thinking I am terrible at this, or my mind is too busy after a few attempts, stops progress before it can begin. Every meditation session, even the ones that feel scattered or restless, is building your capacity for calm attention. When you are feeling particularly stressed, anxious, or overwhelmed, you might think I am too agitated to meditate today. These are actually the moments when even a few minutes of mindful breathing can provide the greatest relief. Have you recognized yourself in any of these patterns? If so, you are certainly not alone. Comment guilty below. And know that awareness is the first step toward a more successful practice. Here is how to begin meditation in a way that feels natural, sustainable, and genuinely helpful for your daily life. Use a sturdy chair with back support, a comfortable recliner, or even lie down with a pillow under your knees if sitting is uncomfortable. Your spine should be relatively straight but not rigid. The goal is alert relaxation, not physical strain. Start with just 2 to 3 minutes each morning. Once this feels natural and easy, gradually add 1 minute each week until you reach 10 to 15 minutes. This approach builds confidence and makes the habit stick. Place one hand gently on your chest and the other on your belly. Simply notice the rise and fall with each breath without trying to change anything. This naturally activates your parasympathetic nervous system, which promotes calm and healing. Apps like Insight Timer offer thousands of free meditations specifically designed for older adults. YouTube also has excellent guided sessions. Having a gentle voice to follow makes the practice much easier in the beginning. Practice right after you brush your teeth in the morning, or just before you have your first cup of coffee. Connecting meditation to something you already do daily helps establish the new habit more quickly. If sitting still feels challenging, try walking very slowly, either indoors or in your garden, while paying gentle attention to each step and your breathing. This can be just as effective as seated practice. After each session, jot down just one word that describes how you feel: calm, restless, peaceful, scattered. Over weeks and months, you will be able to see positive patterns emerging. A 2024 study published in the Journal of Geriatric Mental Health followed older adults who practiced just 5 minutes of daily mindful breathing. After 6 weeks, participants reported 28% better sleep quality, 32% fewer episodes of anxiety, and improved ability to handle daily stress. The key is starting tomorrow. Choose your most comfortable spot. Set a timer for 3 minutes, and simply breathe. After 1 week, share how your first meditation experience felt in the comments below. Let me share Barbara's story with you. At 68, Barbara felt like her mind had become a runaway train. She worried constantly about her grown children, her retirement savings, her husband's health, even small things like whether she had locked the front door. One evening, her heart started racing so intensely that her daughter drove her to the emergency room, certain she was having a heart attack. The doctors found nothing wrong with her heart, but diagnosed her with anxiety-related panic attacks. I felt so embarrassed, Barbara told me later. I have always been the strong one in my family. How could I be falling apart like this? Her physician suggested meditation as part of her treatment plan. Barbara's first reaction was to laugh. I can barely sit through a movie without getting up 5 times. She said, "How am I supposed to meditate?" But she promised to try, just 2 minutes after her morning coffee. The first week was messy. Her thoughts jumped from her grocery list to her doctor's appointment to her granddaughter's college plans. But she kept showing up, 2 minutes every morning. 6 months later, when I spoke with Barbara again, the change in her voice was remarkable. The panic attacks had stopped completely. She was sleeping through the night for the first time in years. Most importantly, she felt like herself again, calm, capable, and in control of her own mind. "I never thought something so simple could change my life so completely," she told me. Those 2 minutes became the foundation for everything else feeling better. You deserve that same sense of inner peace and control. Your mind does not have to race. Your shoulders do not have to carry the weight of every worry. Start tonight with just one small practice. Sit comfortably, close your eyes, and take 5 deep breaths. If you are ready to feel calmer, sleep better, and approach each day with more confidence, subscribe now and join thousands of older adults who are discovering that the best years really can be ahead of you. Many people ask whether loneliness truly affects physical health. The evidence is clear. Prolonged isolation can raise inflammation and increase the risks for heart disease and memory decline over time. Most older adults report feeling some improvement in mood, sleep, or stress levels within 2 to 4 weeks of daily practice. However, some people notice subtle changes like falling asleep more easily within just a few days. While consistency helps with habit formation, it is not absolutely necessary. Morning tends to work well because your mind is typically calmer and there are fewer distractions. But find the time that works best for your schedule. Start with walking meditation or try gentle stretching combined with mindful breathing. Some people find it helpful to count breaths. Inhale 1, exhale 2 up to 10, then start over. For most people, gentle meditation can be very helpful for managing these conditions. However, start with short sessions and consider working with guided meditations designed specifically for anxiety. Always let your healthcare provider know about any new practices you are trying. Meditation is generally safe for people with most medical conditions and does not interfere with medications. However, if you have a history of severe mental health conditions or experience dizziness, check with your doctor before beginning any new wellness practice. Let me share how people commonly struggle with their thoughts during meditation. Instead of fighting every mental distraction that comes up, simply notice thoughts gently and return your attention to your breath. Research shows that developing self-compassion and patience through this gentle approach helps create more peaceful sessions overall. Consider how Martha found relief from joint discomfort during practice. Rather than forcing herself into uncomfortable floor positions that caused hip and knee pain, she chose to use a supportive chair where she could maintain good posture without strain. Studies indicate that comfortable positioning allows for longer and more peaceful meditation sessions. Think about how William approached building his practice. Instead of jumping into lengthy 45-minute sessions that left him frustrated and ready to quit, he started with just 2 to 3 minutes each morning. Research demonstrates that gradual progression builds sustainable daily habits that people actually maintain over time. Let me tell you about Eleanor's experience with timing her practice. Rather than meditating immediately after large meals when her body was focused on digestion, she learned to wait 30 to 60 minutes after eating before beginning her session. Medical experts confirm that proper timing maintains the alert and calm awareness that makes meditation most beneficial. Consider how Robert transformed his meditation environment. Instead of trying to practice in his busy living room with television noise and family members walking through, he found a quiet corner of his bedroom for early morning sessions. Sleep researchers have found that peaceful environments support deeper relaxation and more effective stress relief. Here is your gentle daily routine to support inner peace and better health. In the morning, spend 3 minutes in seated breathing meditation before breakfast to set a calm tone for your entire day. During lunch, take 5 slow and conscious breaths before eating to aid digestion and cultivate mindfulness. In the evening, enjoy a 10-minute guided body scan to release physical tension that has accumulated throughout the day. As a bonus practice, try a gratitude exercise where you mentally name 3 good moments from your day before sleep to promote restful nights. Save this reference guide and share it with a friend or family member who could benefit from more daily peace and calm. Now, before we finish today's conversation, I want to share something important with you. Everything we have discussed today is intended for educational purposes to help you make informed decisions about your wellness journey. I always encourage you to speak with your doctor or healthcare provider before making significant changes to your daily routine, especially if you are managing any ongoing health conditions. They know your personal medical history best and can provide guidance tailored specifically to your situation. Every person's experience with meditation is unique. What brought such wonderful changes for Barbara and others I have shared with you might work differently for you, and that is completely normal. Your healthcare team remains your most trusted partner in finding the approaches that support your individual path to better health and greater peace of mind. Take good care of yourself, and I will see you in our next video together.